What's up, guys? It's me, Magimight, back at it again with a full-length YouTube video. Usually I make a YouTube video before something like big or meaningful or important happens in my life, or if I'm just like get the itch, which sometimes I just get the itch. I graduated last week, I think. Gosh, it actually has been like such a weird week because in a couple of days here, I'm gonna be getting married. So a lot of stuff is moving really fast, a lot of joy, a lot of stress, but it's all really good. Yeah, today's video is kind of way different than what I usually make. I've kind of been reflecting on the channel as a whole, because a lot of stuff I've made was during high school. Lots of different things like game dev or like random comedy or like just messing around with stuff. Data moshing back in like 2019 or 2020, I think. Just random stuff I put out here. It's kind of Magimight, sort of like a living journal. So I hope someday my kids find it and they're like, wow, Dad was so special. Yeah, but today is kind of a way different video. We're talking about one bagging. So one bagging is kind of the idea is you have a single bag that you bring with you when you travel abroad. We had been, or the future Mrs. Magimight and I went to Rome on a pilgrimage last year in May, and we one bagged, and that was so good. One bagging is where you just take a single backpack with you on the airline. This is really good for like cheaper airlines, like I know Ryanair, Allegiant, Delta, Aer Lingus. A lot of places let you get like a free carry-on. So if you have one carry-on, you can just take a single bag with you. And if you can pack all your stuff in the bag, you don't need to check a bag, and you always have your bag with you. So you don't have to wait for the stupid carousel. And it just sits on your back. So you get on there, and you're just wearing your bag with all your belongings for your trip, and you just bring it with you. And it's pretty fabulous. But yeah, we're one bagging to Rome for a honeymoon. We're going back there. We're gonna go get our wedding blessed by His Holiness Pope Leo the 14th, which will be super cool. Hopefully, Mrs. Magimight and I will send some vlogs from when we're out there. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share with you guys the setup for one bagging, what I'm packing for this trip, and kind of as a good baseline / history of like, oh, when I go back and I'm traveling again, what am I gonna pack? So yeah, I've got kind of a very fun janky setup here. We've got a couple camera angles just for showing off all the goods. The Dr. Pepper, of course. And yeah, they got this kind of nice microphone I got from my good friend Dom. Yeah, so when I one bag, I guess the most important part of one bagging is your backpack. That's the one bag where you put all your stuff in. And my weapon of choice here is the Osprey 26+6. This bag is super nice. Some of the features, it's got like a big nice front pocket here, so you can put kind of stuff in there. You've got two really stretchy water bottle holders on the side. I don't think I've met a water bottle that I cannot put in here. One cool feature is that it opens up like a suitcase. So you can just unzip it all the way and then open it up. You've got an internal tie-down strap in here, a nice little like mesh compartment on this side, and you've got like a laptop sleeve too, and a little case here. You can probably put like an air tag in there or something, which is pretty cool. You've got a strap on the back, so if you were two bagging, you could put like a suitcase in there. You've got a clicking thing on the front. It goes across your collar to your sternum. And it's got a whistle for some reason too, so if I ever need to whistle really loud in Italy, I've got that. Little togs on here. You've got these 4 little loops on here as well. I've actually always put carabiners on there. That's actually been kind of handy. And then yeah, a nice big pocket on the front with some webbing for like little things. You've got a key ring here, and then 3 pockets for pens if you need to take 3 pens with you. So that's my weapon of choice. It's called the 26+6 because it also can extend to give you an additional 6 liters of storage space, which is pretty cool. Kind of show it big here. If you go on r/one bagging, it's kind of been transforming into r/Osprey 26+6, which is, this bag is so nice. I'll put it on for you too, just get a sense of what it's like to be traveling, you know? I mean, it's empty right now, so it's not super big. But yeah, there it is on the back, from the side, from the other side. Good color too. I don't remember what this color is. I think this is like spike moss blue. But yeah, I like the color. Actually, I've been using it for my last 2 semesters of college. I use this as a school bag, and that was super nice too. Oh, and then another pocket too. It has this this super awesome laptop thing on the back, so you can access your laptop while the bag is closed, which is going to come in handy as we'll go along later in this video here. But yeah, so that is my my weapon of choice. That is my bag, my one bag, which I'll be taking with. It's aesthetic, it looks nice, it feels nice. I've loaded this up with so much. I think I had as a newly graduated computer engineering student, I carried so many laptops around. There was a time during my final design class that I think I had like 3 at a time, which is crazy. But yeah, that's our bag. Pretty watertight too. I've had it in the rain a few times and it seems to work pretty good to shed stuff. I wouldn't recommend it for like super long term. Osprey is a really cool company because they have a thing called the Almighty Guarantee, where if anything happens to your bag, if it's like ripped or stained or like destroyed, and if your bag is from like yesterday or if it's from, I don't know, I think 1970, they'll like fix it or replace it for free, which is super cool. But yeah, I've got kind of 4 main categories that I packed up for this trip. And now that I think about it, I think most of my trips do kind of fall into these 4 different categories. We've got clothing, which is what you're gonna wear while you're in the place where you're at. That's really important unless you're going to like a naturalist club or something like that. I've got bags, which is kind of a funny topic to have for bags because you think one bag, well, sometimes you want to carry things, but not as many things. And you want to be able to carry them in bags instead of carrying them in pockets sometimes, or just like in your hands. I think nothing stresses me out more when I'm traveling when I have to like carry something. There was a time when we were traveling in the big city and I had to carry my suitcase, and that was like the most stressed I'd been like traveling in a long time. Though I get stressed a lot when I travel. Next category is hygiene. You want to be smelling nice. You want to be looking your best. You want to be brushing your teeth. That's really important. And a couple other things in here too. I think I'm bringing like some medicine and some hand sanitizer as well. That's what we learned in Rome last time too. There's some public bathrooms, but they don't always have like toilet paper, or they don't always have hand sanitizer. So having those 2 items in a bag is kind of nice to have too. And finally, they've got the support categories. You've got like your medic, you've got kind of like more of like a heavy cannon. With support, it's kind of things that help me when I'm traveling. So I've got things like sunglasses or a sleep mask, and also stuff like I'm bringing with a laptop and some hair bands. I've got all this beautiful big hair that's flowing, and some basic things like my passport. That's definitely a big support item. That's also like a main player because you can't really get on the plane without the passport, and like a European like adapter and stuff too. So yeah, we're gonna go start out with clothes here and kind of go through all the different clothes I'm bringing. And also with clothes, it's kind of fun because I do have some folding techniques that I've like gathered from the internet, and I'm pretty proud of how that all works out. Alright, so here's all the clothes I'll be bringing with here to Rome. I actually bought a lot of these, or I got these from my dad, a lot of these nice like ribbed tank tops. These are such a good base layer. So this is like a super long one. I got a long torso, but these are really nice, super breathable. I like wearing these as a base layer when I'm traveling to a warmer place instead of just like a white t-shirt, because it really helps you just feel a lot cooler, and it feels just, I don't know, you just feel buff when you wear a tank top too. So kind of like that confidence as well. You're traveling in another country. Good to feel good. I've got for pajamas, I just have like some basketball shorts and another tank top. That's really good. It gets warm in Rome. When we were there last year, I remember some nights just no blanket. It's really hot. This little bag of socks and underwear. Don't need to see what's in there. It's socks and underwear. I've got 4 of each. I'll be wearing one as we travel, and 3 will be in reserve. We're actually gonna be doing laundry out there too, which we'll talk about more once I get to support. I've got this nice like rain jacket. Everything here is already pre-folded, but I'll talk about some of my folding methods here in a second. Rain jacket, we'll just open this up. I think I got this from Walmart. It's like their, one of their outdoorsy brands. Very nice, moisture wicking, which is good. It does rain a bit in May. When we were there last time, it rained like 3 times during the course of the trip. Bringing with this nice sweater too. It does get cold. We're actually gonna be in Ireland for one day too, so I'm bringing with a nice sweater to wear. And some of this stuff too, I'm showing you all this. Not all of this is gonna go into the final bag. Actually, a fair amount of it will be, or some of it will be worn before we go. Just have a nice solid blue t-shirt. And I've got 3 nice button-ups. This is one that I thrifted. It's like Croft and Barrow, but it's like super light and moisture wicking. Nice blue color too. I wear a lot of blues and greens. I got this from Costco. This is a linen shirt. Washable linen. You can kind of see a little bit of wrinkling going on there, which is tough. I think my linen does tend to wrinkle, but then when you wash it, it actually looks very wrinkly. So this is a good thing to steam when you get there, or take a hot shower and hang this up on a hook and like let it be warm. Here's my other one, bringing just a nice white linen shirt. And the white linen shirt actually doubles pretty good for like a white undershirt, which you'd be wearing. Because when you meet the Pope, you gotta look good. You're meeting like La Papa, like this is the Pope. So I'll be wearing that white shirt. I'm also probably gonna pair that with my suit coat and my suit pants, which I'll be packing as well. And then I have 3 pairs of pants that I actually got at Costco. I think this was a good sense of like how our journey was blessed, because I imagined as I was walking into Costco, these three, like the platonic form of like these pants. They're like these are weatherproof. They're like super ultra lightweight. They came in khaki, gray, and this nice navy blue. And like I had been hoping for a pair like these before. I used to have a nice khaki pair, but I was like walking to Costco, and then like the first thing I spotted in men's clothing was these pants, and I was like, that's amazing. I think they were like probably $10 each because Costco is so cool like that. And yeah, they're good, super nice. I'll be probably wearing one of these on the plane, and then I'll be wearing a few. Yeah, I think my fit for traveling will be these nice blue tech pants, this white shirt. I'll be starting the journey also wearing my green sweater and my suit coat too, not pictured. Packing the suit coat did not seem like a lot of fun. I'd rather pack the pair of dress pants and just wear the suit coat on the plane and then try and take it off and put it somewhere. Depending on the airlines we're flying with, there might be a chance that I'll be able to put the suit coat in like a special closet. But if not, it actually is a super nice, like almost like if activewear made a suit. So I can just kind of fold that up and not really worry about that too much. Still want it to look good. I'll probably steam it when we get to the hotel in Ireland. But yeah, want to look good. So yeah, these ones I'll be wearing. Actually, when I tested earlier this week, I was able to pack everything that I'm showing you here today in the bag, which is super cool and actually kind of a fun thing to try. Because our first step, I'm going to my hometown. We're going to get married there. And then second step, we fly out from my hometown to the big airport, then to Ireland, then to Rome. So we've got a couple hops. And just having all my stuff packed up in one bag, just throw that in the car and not need to worry about the travel plans is going to be super nice. So I'm going to try and pack all these in there as well. And then when we get there, when it's time to go, just take out the clothes I need, put them on, and then get ready. I'm also bringing with 2 pairs of shoes. This will be the pair that I'm wearing. They're just a pair of like black, like faux leather shoes. I just dropped one there. They're pretty nice. You can see they kind of have like a sneaker sole almost. They're deer stags, I suppose. So I'll be wearing these. Just look a little bit dressier and a little bit nicer. And then these are sandals. I actually bought these last year when I was in Rome in Assisi. And buying sandals happened because a pair of Converse that I wore just started getting destroyed. I don't know what's with me and Converse, but like here's the sole of the shoe, here's like the upper part, and it just ripped right off. So I was walking around with my toes out. I had such horrible blisters and I just could not take it anymore. We were on a pilgrimage too. A big part of the pilgrimage is like you're suffering. You're like gotta offer it up. And like, yep, my feet definitely offered it up. Very much a lot of pain. And then I finally bought these in Assisi and felt great the rest of the trip. So yeah, 2 pairs of shoes when traveling abroad. That's kind of my new rule, non-negotiable for me. But yeah, so packing up stuff. This all here is in my to wear to Rome fit. Yeah, so I just put away those shoes. I'll be wearing those the day of. But yeah, let's talk about some folding stuff. My fiance laughs, but also says I'm very hyped because I'm like a nut about folding. And I think it is an art. I love Marie Kondo, her whole setup with like, let's fold so good. So actually some of these folds are hers or inspired by hers. But yeah, starting with the sweater here, I just like to kind of fold it out. I think this is the Marie Kondo fold. So you kind of draw the lines, very important. When I don't draw the lines, it feels like the sweater doesn't fold as good. And I'm not sure, I think there's something about that. Fold it down. Then you're gonna fold the other side over. You fold the sleeve back, down. And I just like to fold this into thirds. So you go 1 and 2. And you get a very nice, tidy little sweater package. And there's just like a cube. Shirts, I do the shirts the same way. I usually fold them collar up. Oh, yep, and you can see here in the light probably, there's kind of some big creases going down the side where I folded it. That won't look too bad when I wear them. I usually wear them like open, so those shouldn't be super noticeable. But yeah, steaming them with like the hotel iron or taking a hot shower with them hung up will probably be what I end up doing when we first get there, just so I look very crispy.
Nope.
So yeah, we'll fold that over. Fold the sleeve back.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't draw the lines. That's what's wrong. Up. Fold it up again. There you go. Nice, tidy little packages. I think Marie Kondo does another fold. I think you fold it even tighter, but I kind of like to fold these more boxy. I think like long flat rectangles seem to work better with the packing cubes, which we'll talk about once I get more to bags. I kind of think my, I guess I'll call it an obsession, that's kind of what it is. My obsession with packing and packing good comes from when I used to really be into wilderness survival. Because one of the big things that seemed to preach in a lot of these books was like, the more gear you have on you, the better chance you'll survive in the wilderness when the time comes. So I think I was always like, let's optimize, let's pack light, let's pack small, let's pack a ton. So then when worst comes to worst, we'll have everything we need. So, which definitely does seem to help me now. Going out to Rome with my wife. Well, she's almost my wife. There we go. This one just looks good too. I think this must be some different material than the linen. I think it's a synthetic of some kind. Quick dry, large, blue, beautiful. But this one just folds good. You notice I didn't notice any wrinkles on that one, which is good. This is good too. Good holiday shirt. I like to dress in like neutral and kind of, I guess blue is not neutral. Blue is pretty. Blue and like more lighter colors when I'm traveling. I think it feels nice, and I feel like I look good, but I don't look like a tourist because I don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. I rarely wear branding anymore these days. I know I'm wearing my Skeleton Japan shirt here, but the brand is like surf when you're dead, you know, instead of like, I don't know, Adidas. So I feel like it just looks clean too. I feel like you blend in a little bit more. Yeah, these shirts iron real smooth. There must be some trick to linen. I gotta look into that because every time I wash them, if I don't iron them, they just look so scruggly. They look like a hairless cat's forehead. So ironing these is really important. You just give them once over and then once over. Oh. There we go. So that's all the shirts folded, as well as the sweater. Pants are kind of difficult, and I'll show you why. We're gonna like foray a little bit into the next category here, which is bags, because I want to show you these things, packing cubes. My mom has had packing cubes forever, and I think when I was a kid, I even thought they were cool then. I was like, these are so fly. It's not really as much about the compression. I know there's different like Ziploc setups or like vacuum seal ways to do stuff. But yeah, these things are more for organization, which is really nice actually. And I've got a really good backpack for organizing things. My fiance's is more like a traditional backpack. And if you had to put all these folded clothes in here, they get like wrinkled, they get messed up, they get mussy. And then just like finding them is so bad, you have to take out everything. But with this, we can just say, okay, here's our shirt box. We'll have a pants box. And then that will be it. And we'll just kind of, everything kind of, you know where everything is. Really easy when you get to the hotel too. You can just take everything out of the bag. And then if you need to still wear the big bag, you can just wear it. And you're already done. So I kind of like, when I was packing earlier, I like to have a bag for shirts and kind of the below wear, I guess not the underwear. I suppose the underwear, but it's more like the rib tank and stuff. So I'll kind of pack these two. You see how they're square? They sort of fill it up good, like a boat. It's always good to play Tetris though when you're packing and just like give stuff a good rotate and see if it fits any better. And as much as like practicing packing sounds kind of lame, I feel like it helps me when it's time to leave, because then you're like, okay, I know what all I've packed and I've got a good sense of how to repack it small, because that's like the worst thing. You'll go out and like all your stuff just seems to get bigger and bigger. With tank tops, pretty simple. I just like to fold them and then like fold them in a few, just make a little package there. Same with these gym shorts, nothing fancy. These are very squishy things, so you can just kind of roll them. That's another thing too. I actually really used to subscribe to the Ranger roll method of packing, but as of late, I've been more of a fan of this, more of a Marie Kondo take on a lot of these things, just because it seems like you really can get less wrinkles and it doesn't take forever too, because rolling is super efficient. Don't get me wrong. Rolling can really get you a lot more things just to get that compression on, but you get a lot more wrinkles too, which can be kind of tough. You know, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I actually put some of these in the pants one. So I'm gonna put the sweater in with the pants, and I'm just gonna have this be all shirts plus pajamas. So I'll put in my shirts there, And I'm just gonna kind of open this up. Fold that over once. Just put that on top. And now here's where packing cubes can kind of help with compression. You can zip them up, and it really can help to squish out some air or just keep things dense and together. So I'll just zip these up. And there we go. So this is 4 shirts, 3 tank tops, 1 pair of pajamas, all here in this beautiful cube form factor. Really good and squishy. You can like bend this one. I think this is the one that actually like kind of fold over in the cube. So I'll put that right there for now. And then yeah, we'll move the sweater, and now we'll do pants. So pants, I kind of called, it sort of is like when I used to do origami, I think there's kind of like a bookcase fold where this sort of was what you would do. Sorry, I'm working on my kitchen island here. Not a lot of room for pants, but there's a lot of room for cooking. So when folding the pants, kind of like to have them open. You almost fold it in like it's a bookcase fold. I like to fold it just kind of like the middle here, kind of like to where the button is. And then fold that one over that. Nice and tight. Smooth it good. And I think I fold this into fourths, kind of, well, thirds. So you go third 1, third 2, and you take that whole thing and you fold it over. And you just get this nice little package that fits very easily into packing cubes. I kind of think my hypothesis with the thirds was that the creases will be in more natural parts on the pants, so it doesn't look like so weird or bizarre. But you know, I guess we'll find out when we get there. I think last time I packed it, I had these layers of pants, and then this sweater is just a little bulkier, so I think that went in here too. The way my bag is set up, and we'll take a look at that here in a second, it's kind of nice to be able to have one packing cube, which is a lot more rigid, and then the other one, which is more flexible, which will kind of go around the more rigid one, just with the layout of the bag and where the strap is. 3 pairs of pants, 1 sweater, very tidy little package. Raincoat, I think I used a pretty similar fold, but actually using the natural part of the clothing is kind of a good way to go about it, because I'm able to fold this over, fold that down across, fold that over, down. Got a little bit of dirt there, that's kind of gross. And now you fold it up. I'm gonna fold this one up again. I think that's more Marie Kondo. And I actually like to take the hood on this one and just like put the clothes right in the hood. So that's almost like my tribute to Ranger rolling, my favorite way to pack. So I'm gonna leave this loose. This will probably go when I wear. But yeah, I said the second category was bags. So we're gonna take a look at some bags here that I'm gonna bring with. So packing cubes, very simple bag. That's like the first one I'm bringing. Just 3 cubes, cube for clothes. Got my cubes for my underwear and socks. Those are good, those just go right in the bag. Another bag I'm bringing, which is technically my carry-on item, is this nice crossbody bag here, which also is from Costco. I don't think I'll ever get a Costco sponsorship because I don't create enough content. But if I did, that'd be really cool. I'm their prince after all. But yeah, this is really nice. I got it kind of tight here right now, but this is a really big bag. You can carry a lot of stuff in here. I think you could even put like water bottle. I've got quite a few things I'll put in here, which we'll talk about once we get to hygiene and to support. This is a good bag. Good to have your passport in here on you. And then it's small enough and thin enough that you can put it down and just pack it in your bag, because this would technically count as your personal item. So if you have to carry a jacket or something, that could be your personal item. It also has a nice little like key ring in here too. I've got some luggage locks, which we'll talk about in support, and the keys are very tiny, so I just put on this interior like strap, and I think that'll be nice. This is kind of a fun and odd bag. This is a crossbody water bottle carrier bag, which is nice. It's got like this pocket here. You can put your water bottle in there. You could put like, I don't know, hydration packets, maybe your wallet. I wouldn't put my wallet in here. Maybe snacks. And you can just kind of wear this over your shoulder and carry a water bottle with you, which is nice. Or a open can of Dr. Pepper. There we go. I'm all ready. Carrying things in your hands while you're traveling is just it's so yucky to me. So if you're like me and you don't like to carry anything at all, bringing extra bags in your bag is a good way to do it. So yeah, this is very cool. I think my mom got this on Amazon for like a couple bucks. You could probably make one too, or find something at like the Walmart or something. It's kind of funny too, bringing bags and bags. But this is just a drawstring bag. Simple one. I think I got this from a camp. Put some holes on there. Some duct tape on there for the holes. I don't think I put the holes in there. Just a simple one that carries clothes. If you go out in the mornings, you wear your jacket. I usually just stuff this like in my jacket pocket. And then when that jacket gets too big and bulky to wear, fold it up, put it in here, put it closed, wear it on the back so you don't have to carry your backpack. You put water bottles in here too, put in your sunscreen. One issue we had last year too with traveling, and which I'll probably have again, but is okay for the win, is that you're wearing all of these bags, potentially, you know? And maybe that does make you look like a tourist. But I think the joy of like being like saddled like a pack animal here and just carrying all your stuff on you and having your hands free in case you need to punch pickpockets is pretty good. I would rather have to take off all my bags at every like baggage check and have my hands free instead of having to like carry my sweater or like wear it like a kilt. This is like very roughly in between the bag and the support category. This here is just like a wet dry bag. I'm sure it'll come in handy for other uses too. It's like, oh, it's raining, put my cell phone in there. Oh, I don't know, maybe we have something that is damp and I need to put it in here to put in my bag as well. These are super simple. I got this when I was 12, when I was in my survival phase that I alluded to earlier. Just closes, it locks. This is just air in here. Keeps wet stuff in, keeps the wet out. We're actually going to use this for washing laundry out there. I said that we're bringing only 4 pairs of socks and underwear. That gets gross after 4 days. So we're just going to bring this with. We've got some Dr. Bronner's magic soap for hygiene. And yeah, you can kind of fill this up with water. I'll link a few videos in the description here that I've watched in preparation. But yeah, you can fill this with water, put in some Dr. Bronner's magic soap, close it up, seal it, shake it, get the clothes all moving around in there, and then take them out, towel dry them, and then you should be ready to wear them for the rest of the week. So that also really helps you keep down on things that you bring. If you just have 4 pairs of socks and underwear, just wash them as you go. Not too bad. Kind of helps when you unwind, just a little thing to do at the end of the day. Moving away from bags, we're going to talk about some hygiene stuff here. These are more packing cubes. I actually bought another set at Walmart just because I like these guys so much. I'm packing my liquids separately because I know some airports are very finicky about that. We just have some Dr. Bronner's magic soap, sunscreen, conditioner, shampoo, and then contact solution for my eyeball contacts. This also is the bigger packing cube, so I'm going to put my toothbrush in here as well. In this little kind of dry one, just got travel deodorant, travel toothpaste, some Tylenol because I'm getting old and sometimes I feel in pain, and Biofinity Toric contact lenses, second backup pair. And I got my new glasses that I got from the wonderful glasses place in town. That was like, I've been wearing glasses for about 18 years, and they are the nicest people I've ever seen. They're so kind. And a little cloth too in case stuff gets gross. And of course some hand sanitizer for public bathrooms. I think I talked about this earlier, but I don't have it in this kit, but bringing toilet paper would be a good idea, and maybe some Kleenexes. So I might add those as we get packing. After hygiene, we're kind of talking about support stuff. So I have here just travel thing. You put this, it has my information on the other side. I'm not going to show you that, but you put this on your backpack, has all your personal information, address, phone number, that sort of thing. I've got my passport here and some place for cards, as well as some euros. Euros are so big. I bought a little tiny wallet because I wanted to travel light and minimalist, and euros are like freaking huge. So yeah, you kind of need a bigger thing for euros. USB-C phone charger. This one's kind of nice too because it came from my Oculus Quest. It makes me think about VR, but it also is USB-C to USB-C. So in case I need to charge this, but I also have my travel adapter in use for something, then I can just find a USB-C port to plug it in. Just a simple travel adapter. Got this for Christmas 2 years ago. These are some carabiners as well as locks. It's a carabiner, so the locks are not permanently stuck on there. I haven't really ever used luggage locks. I might not even deploy these for luggage. I think it's just kind of peace of mind to have those with. Carabiners can be handy for a lot of things. Like if we need to dry clothes, we probably could string them up between things, use carabiners, hang something off your backpack, hang something off a secondary or tertiary bag, put 2 bags together, put things together. I don't know, put anything on my belt, you know? Carabiners are great. I freaking love carabiners. And locks might be handy too for other things as well. A simple pen, Pilot G207, favorite blue pen of all time. I probably used 100 of these while I was a student. Really good pen. I'm just bringing with one hairband. I'm wearing one right now. It's like a hard plastic one, but I'm gonna bring with this just in case. Got big, nice hair. Sunglasses, had these for a long time. They don't really reflect UV, so I might purchase another pair, but these have been tried and true, and they look really cool, and they go with a lot of my outfits. I have a sleep mask in case I need that on the plane or at the hotel. And then I'm bringing with a MacBook. I've got Linux Mint put on here because Linux live free, die free, as well as a third-party charger I got for that. I won this in a coding contest, shout out Conrad. And then just a folder in case I've got documents. I think we're probably gonna bring scans of our passport with too, and to go get your marriage blessed by the Pope. There's a chance we'll need a copy of our marriage certificate, so I'll probably bring that in here as well. And if there's any other documents we need to, like tickets or stuff, we'll probably put those in there as well. If I have room, I'll probably bring with my commonplace book. Nice blue journal I got from my fiance, who got it from her boss, who worked at the bank. Really nice thing, got like 2 bookmarks. So I'll probably bring that if I've got room for it, just to do some writing in case I don't want to write on the MacBook or program on the MacBook. But yeah, this is a lot of things. I bet you're thinking, how are you gonna fit it all in this little bag? Let's go through it. Quite a few of these things are flat, which is good. So we're gonna open up the laptop pocket in the back here. I'm gonna start by putting in the manila folder, just because that one's more bendy. Then we'll add in the MacBook here. This bag folds flat. We're actually gonna put that probably in the zipper pocket. And this one, the water bottle bag. A fair amount of these things are actually gonna go into my carry-on too. So I got the keys here. Into the carry-on, I'm gonna put with my sleep mask and my sunglasses. My passport goes inside. 2 pens go inside. Phone charger goes in there. It's got little interior pockets, which is nice for organizing things. Carabiners and luggage lock are gonna go inside here. I'm also gonna put in the travel charger and the hand sanitizer and probably the hairband because I might get anxious in the airport. I'm gonna leave the MacBook charger in the backpack. So that's gonna zip close. That's gonna be on me, but I'm gonna hopefully try to be able to put it inside in case I need to. So first of all, put the socked in underwear. Oh, first of all, close the laptop window. So I kind of like to make a little sandwich here. So I'm gonna put this here. I've got these tension straps inside, which are really nice for holding down stuff. There's only one right in the middle, which I know is a common complaint about this bag, but when you take a look at how I'm gonna pack this, you're gonna be like, oh, that's actually pretty nice. Sandals, pack them flat, just kind of invert them heel to heel. That seems to have them packed flat pretty good. This is pants. Here's shirts and jammies. I'll put that up here. Like so. And then we're gonna try and slot the pants in. So earlier I was talking about how it's nice to have one packing cube that's more rigid and one packing cube that's more squishy. This one actually, you might put that one in first. There we go, rigid pants, squishy shirts. And then we fold the shirts kind of around the pants, and I'm actually going to deploy the tie-down strap here. And we're gonna just squish it, pull that really tight, not going anywhere. And then we're gonna try and slot the underwear and socks up here. There we go. Squish it in super nice. Then on this side, all these bags pack flat, so we can just put them on in there. And I think I'm gonna put the journal in here too. And the charger. Zip that up. Now we can close the bag because everything else will go in the front pockets. So it's got this little flat front pocket. This one's pretty small. I think it's advertised as like a stuff pocket, but you really can only stuff a little bit of stuff in there. I'll put the glasses in there too. Hard shell glasses case. I used to travel with a soft-sided one. Oh, that just made a noise. And then we'll put the wet stuff up here. Some airports, I feel like last time we went through, there's some airports that are like, forget about it, leave it all in your bag. And then some places where they're like, if you don't show us everything you have, we're gonna kill you. So I'm just putting this in a very easy to access spot. So then if I need to take out all my liquids, it's super simple. there's the bag packed up. It's a little bulkier than the last time I packed it, so I might actually try and refold some of these things just to get them down a little bit more, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to fit the fanny pack in there, or this jacket that I'm gonna wear as well. Hey, so I finished filming it and I was like, wow, this bag is still so bulky. I got it down to like really small last time. How did that even happen? And I remembered what I did. And film this with one hand, but I don't know how well it will work. This is our bulky pants thing. I ended up putting all 3 pairs of pants, the sweater, and the gym shorts in here. With the sandals, instead of stacking them, you can kind of slide them and they pack down a little thinner. That probably gives you like a millimeter, but it feels good. Sorry, I'm also installing all my Linux tools on this computer because I did not encrypt the disk last time. And if I lose the computer, I don't want to lose my data. So I put in, here is the pants one. The shirt one is a lot floppier now. So I'm gonna try to take out the, there's the little compression strap, and I actually put it down like this. I think in the other video I had it the other way, so it closed like a book, but this just sits on here and folds down, and that actually, you can already kind of see that compresses down pretty nice. And then I think I put the socks and underwear. See, yeah, I don't know, it is the mystery of gear expanding, because this formerly was on top, and I kind of think this was turned. So I think it's good, be adaptable when you're traveling, and if it doesn't seem to fit, freak out a little bit, and then refold everything, and then try it again. But yeah, then this can like ratchet down. And actually one thing I did too, I put this journal in between here and here, and I think this might just have to kind of float a little loose leaf, which isn't super joyful, but it will have to be, it'll just be down there. Yeah, let me ratchet this down and then we'll take a look at it. Oh, maybe we'll film like that, there we go. Here's the bag repacked. I can't really tell, I don't have the other video pulled up right now. I'll compare it probably, because I'm not sure if we did a better job, but it feels like a better job. It feels like it did better than it did before. We'll call that good, so yeah. And then of course you can put the luggage tag on the little hook here. There we go, beautiful. But yeah, that is my one bag setup. I'm hoping to maybe make another video or two as we're in Rome, which would be very exciting. Let people know what's going on, what's happening, what do we see? Did we meet the Pope? I hope so, that'd be really cool. This box is approximately the size of, I think it's the size of carry-on items. But yeah, we're able to put the whole one bag in there. Takes a little bit of jamming, and it's balloons out a little bit too. But if it can fit in here, there's a pretty good chance it could fit under the airplane seat, or at very least, count as a carry-on item and just put it kind of above you. So thank you guys for watching. Keep an eye on here in the next couple days / couple of weeks as we travel. Maybe we'll put a couple travel vlogs up here, as well as a post-mortem about how one bagging with this bag went. But yeah, good to see you guys, and next time you see me, I'll be a married man. Rock on!
Pog, puggy, pog, puggy, pog, puggy, 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 pog, puggy, pog, puggy, pog, puggy, 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 pog, 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 pog.